Welcome back to my channel, and today for you all, I'm going to be reviewing The Daydreamer Detective by S.J. Pajonas. And there's a cover there. It's on my tablet, so sorry if there's a glare from my lighting over here, so yeah. So basically, I got this book in exchange for an honest review through Lola's blog tours, which I'll leave links to the website and all that stuff down below. So check that out if you're interested in getting free books and reviewing and doing blog tours if you have a blog. So yeah, moving on. This book is about a young woman named Mei Yamagawa, and she's 26 years old, and she just lost her job. So she has to move back in with her mother to her hometown of Chikata, which is different from what it was when she lived there and from the time she had visited when she was living in Tokyo. And so basically, shortly after moving in with her mom again, she finds out that her best friend's father died, but he didn't just die. It turns out that he was murdered. And so there's this whole issue there, and there's this whole thing about who did it, what's going to happen, what is the motive of the person who did it. And basically May is trying to figure out who did it, and she's trying to solve the case. And so she's solving the case with her mother currently, and it's pretty interesting, I must say, because I thought she'd end up solving the case by herself, but she's solving it with her mom. So this is interesting. And next, I'm going to talk about some of the characters. And so, for an honorable mention, since I just mentioned her, May's mother is hilarious. She's funny, she's a businesswoman, and she knows how to stay afloat with money wise, even though she's by herself because May's father died a while ago and things like that. And so basically, she's awesome. Just the way she talks to people and some of the other characters in this novel it's amazing. It's just hilarious, and I genuinely just love her as a character because she's so funny. And then, now that I'm talking about May's mom, let's talk about May. So, May, I really enjoy her as a person because just the fact that she has no filter, she literally has no filter, and she rarely uses the filter she does have. And it's hilarious the way she talks to different people, and her thoughts are hilarious and things like that. And I also like how the author threw in a thing about how she hinting at her being a feminist. I'm not sure if she's actually a feminist, but she does mention in the book how hard she had to work to prove that women could do anything men could do in the office and things like that in her job. And so I thought that was really cool to insert in there because, girl power. And so, yeah, that's what I really like about May. I like that she's headstrong and she says what she wants when she wants to, even though sometimes she should kind of slow down and be a little more friendly. She still just does what she wants to do, and I love that about characters because you're grown, you're an adult, you make your own decisions, you do what you want to do, and I like that about May a lot. And next, let's talk about May's ex, Tama. I can't stand him. I hate his guts. I really don't like him right now. Like I'm reading the book, and I'm at the end now, and I'm towards the end. I'm not about to finish, but I'm like towards the end. And I just don't like him. The beginning of the book, it's just he's so irritating and infuriating, and he's just such a jerk towards his sister Akiko, who is May's best friend whose father just died, and Tama is Akiko's brother, so they're brother and sister. And then there's this whole thing between those two because Akiko, she's literally spent a nice chunk of her young life living with her father to take care of him because she's a nurse and he started to have failing health, and she was there to take care of him in the house and cook and clean and watch after him and things like that. And then he told her that he would leave the house and things like that to her when he died, but he didn't change his will, and so now it all goes to Tama. And Tama, he's trying to sell the land to this company called Midori Sankaku, which has been going through the town and not selling, they've been buying the farmland of farmers who can't keep their land because they don't have enough money to, or they don't want to, or just whatever the situation is. And so Akiko doesn't want to do that because that's all she has. That's where she wants to stay. And so there's that whole thing between them, and it's just I can't stand him in those beginning chapters. I just can't. He's irritating me, and I just can't even sometimes. He's just ugh. Anyway, I could rant about him for a while, but I'm not. Moving on, another character I want to mention is Yasuhiro. At least I think that's how you say his name. At first I thought it was Yashiro, but when I actually looked at the spelling, it's Yashiro. And I'm like, okay, so Yasuhiro? I guess that's how you say it. We're just gonna go with it. So, yeah. Anyway, Yasuhiro, I like him. I think he's super cute, and I think he has a crush on May and everything, and I find it so adorable. I'm just like, that's so cute. Because one thing that you notice throughout the story, especially in the very beginning, is May's loneliness. You can tell through the writing of the author and the way she thinks about certain things. And personally, I just feel like it's sad that she's so lonely and things like that, or that she feels like she's alone, and I'm it's just so heartbreaking sometimes. And I think they would be cute together personally. I mean, I haven't made it to the very end, so I don't know who did it. I was kind of suspicious of him for a minute. I'm still a little suspicious because you gotta be suspicious of everybody in a mystery. It's a mystery. I mean, nobody goes under the radar without you being suspicious of them. But anyway, I think he's cute, and it's funny because he's so awkward around her in some situations when they're speaking, and it's cute. I find it adorable, and so hopefully hopefully he didn't do it. So we're gonna hope, okay? We're gonna hope the ship can sail. And basically, now I'm going to get into some of my personal thoughts on this book. And I feel like that this is a book you won't be able to just sit down and be like, oh, that person did it. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, I mean, there are a lot of hints to a lot of different things. I mean, you could think like, oh, maybe this person did it. Maybe that person did it. This person could have a motive, and so could this person. I mean, it's one of those type of books where you really just need to keep going and put together the pieces of the puzzle before you can just make a final decision about whether or not the book is an easy mystery where you can be like, oh, I guess the ending. Because I really feel like this isn't one of those type of books where you can just guess the ending. You literally have to sit and watch. Well, not watch, read. You literally have to sit and read and wait and figure it out and try and solve the mystery. Really, it's as if you're trying to solve the mystery right along with May, and so it's a really good experience to read. And honestly, like, just learning about the characters, like the sub characters and all those extras, they all play a nice little piece into the story. Like, one of the characters, Goro, he's a cop, but he's also a friend of Tama and well, not just Tama, I meant to say May and Akiko and Tama and all of them, like, they're childhood friends, and so they all kind of play a piece together. They all fit together in some type of way. And it's really interesting how the author puts this all together and weaves in these little hints and things like that into the story for you to try and guess. And she also likes to do this thing where she puts in motives as well, like potential motives. Like, you can, it just, she just puts things on the page in the book to make you think, oh, this person could have motive. Maybe this person did it. And it's really what keeps you guessing. And that's brilliant, honestly, because it's a mystery. You don't want to just be able to be like, oh, they did it. And then you get to the end and you were right. I mean, sure, that is rewarding sometimes if it's like one of those mysteries that nobody gets and you just happen to guess right. But personally, it's just one of those things where it's more fun to not know until the end, so you can just be like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that coming. That's the whole fun of reading. And personally, I feel like you guys will really enjoy this book. So I'll leave a link to it on Goodreads down below, along with the blog tour and everything like that, and Lola's blog, so you can go down there and check out her website and do blog tours if you have a blog. And she also does things like cover reveals and book blitzes and things like that. So overall, this book is pretty good, and I recommend that all my readers, go check it out. And you can find it on Kindle and Amazon. On Kindle, it's like $2.99, maybe $1.99. I haven't checked recently, but it's one of those prices, so you should definitely go check it out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're interested in reading the book now because it's pretty good. I don't think you should miss it. It's one of those hidden gems out there. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you've read the book or are interested in reading the book. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!